Overeating is the leading cause of obesity, and 30% of the world suffers from it. Now that's about 2.2 billion people.
So if you think you're overweight and are trying to get back in shape, there couldn't have been a better time to do so. Let me explain how and why. Fasting can be very efficient for weight loss. Have you ever thought about how our bodies produces energy from food? Let me break it down to you. When we eat food, our bodies digest the food by breaking down the carbohydrates into glucose and then release it into our bloodstream. Now, once the glucose is in our bloodstream, it could be used for energy right away, or it could be stored for later use. Now, while we're fasting, our bodies are unable to get its energy from food, so it utilizes the stored glucose in our muscles and liver. And once it runs out of that, it then dips into your fat reserves and start burning that fat to give you energy, and that's how you lose weight when you're fasting. And this is the exact reason why you see so many training programs now incorporate fasting in the regimen, because it just works, but if followed by a proper diet. Unfortunately, today we consume a lot of processed foods which contains a lot of additives which may become toxins in your body and are stored in fats. So while fasting, when your body is burning through that fat to provide energy, it also burns away any of those harmful toxins that might be present in the fat deposits. So fasting can be excellent for detox. Studies have also shown fasting to improve your immune system and metabolism, and it does so by shifting its focus from digestion to more vital functions like immune system and your metabolism. Our immune system is largely comprised of white blood cells, and in order to save energy while we're fasting, our body will recycle any old white blood cells that are not being used or damaged, thereby making your immune system more robust. Fasting can actually lead to a healthier heart. There are two types of cholesterol. There's good cholesterol and then there's bad cholesterol. Now, when we consume a lot of food that are high in cholesterol, our triglycerides level may shoot up, which can increase the risk of heart diseases. Fasting actually lowers those bad cholesterol levels, decreasing the triglycerides in the process, thereby promoting an improved cardiovascular function. Fasting also regulates body's blood pressure. A decrease in salt intake while fasting and loss of salt through urine helps lower the body's blood pressure.
You're good.
Now, fasting can also supercharge your brain by creating more brain cells. Seriously.
Long fasting hours for extended period of time has shown effects on your BDNF, which increases the number of brain cells, which in turn makes your brain function more efficient.
Now, that doesn't mean you're gonna become Tony Stark overnight and do all of this, but you get the point. Several studies have found fasting to improve your blood sugar control, which is more useful for people, those at risk of diabetes. Studies have also shown fasting to naturally increase your AGH levels, which is known to build muscle mass, which effectively burns fat. Last but not the least, this is the perfect time for you to quit any of your bad habits that you've acquired over the years. But in order to really maximize the benefits out of Ramadan, you gotta make sure you're eating right and not jumping on the samosas and pakoras right out of thought. So inshallah, hopefully we all follow a good diet and make the most out of this Ramadan spiritually, because the spiritual benefits of Ramadan are far greater than anything I've mentioned here. That was it for today's video. Inshallah, I will see you in the next video. I will try to document my days in Ramadan and I'll vlog about that if I have time. Hopefully, it's gonna be crazy busy, but let's see what happens. Until then, Ramadan Mubarak to all of you. Peace.